This is probably the most excited I've ever been about LinkedIn outbound. We're talking about first, a cold message people generally cannot say no to. Nothing like what everyone else is sending right now. 2, how I use Claude Code to find the leads and send the entire campaign automatically. 3, most importantly, I'm sending real messages on camera, step by step. By the next morning, people are already replying, and you will see how I deliver once they do. You're gonna want to stick around for that third one. Now let's get into it. Let me walk you through how LinkedIn outbound has changed over the years. In the early days, people would send a generic connection request. All you need is came across your profile, love to add you to my professional network. It worked because people hadn't seen it before. Then AI came along. Everyone started to do AI personalization, scanning your LinkedIn profile, reading your recent activities, your posts, your comments, auto-generating an open line that feels like it was written just for you. For example, something like, I saw you shared something about B2B sales last week, really resonated with me. And for a while, reply rates did go up, because everyone was teaching it, everyone was doing it, but that's the problem. Everyone is doing it. Now every day your prospect get 7, if not 10 messages like that. They read the first line and they immediately get bored. It's AI written, it's bulk sent, and then delete. So AI personalization alone isn't enough anymore. I'm Cynthia. I run an AI lead gen agency where we implement AI lead gen and outbound system for businesses. And these methods and processes are exactly what we use to help our clients generate more qualified leads, scale their outreach without extra headcount. What we're doing now is completely different. I call it the value drop. Here's an example. Say you are selling security services. Instead of telling them what you can do, you send a message like this. Hi Sarah, I was doing some research on your website and noticed a potential security gap on your site. I have a quick fix ready. Want me to send it over? That's it. No pitch, no intro, and no ask. But think about it, if you're a founder or a VP level of people and you saw that message, can you just ignore it? Nobody ignores security issues. And when they reply yes, that's when you deliver the real thing. And that's the core logic of value drop. Use a highly specific promise to get them to open the conversation first. Why does this work better than AI personalization? AI personalization solves the problem of making a message look like it was written for the prospect. But the value drop solves a more fundamental question. Why would they reply? When you say, I noticed a security vulnerability on your site and I already have a fix ready, they replied not because your message is well written, but because they have a reason to. Those two are completely different things. So how does it actually work? 2 steps. The first message is that highly specific promise, short, concrete, and gives them the reason to say yes. Every industry have different angle. Security use vulnerabilities, SEO use ranking gaps, AI automation uses workflow scans. The key is to find something your prospect naturally cares about. When they reply, you send the second message with the actual deliverable. It could be an analysis, a tool, a specific recommendation. With Claude Work or Claude Code, you can build it in about an hour. And you only build it once. Every prospect in that vertical gets the same thing. From the moment they open what you sent, 3 things happen at once. First is that you did something for them. Booking a call feels natural. Second, proof of competence. You're not telling them you're good. You are showing them. Your offer is your portfolio. 3, they came to you first. They said yes first. They opened the conversation. You're not chasing them. They're waiting on you. Now let's get into it. First, let's generate some leads. There are many ways to generate high quality leads, but let's try this way. So you can just go to your LinkedIn page and scroll to some recent post of a competitor whose audience overlaps a lot with your customers. I'm doing B2B outbound on LinkedIn and instantly mainly works on B2B emails. So whoever that engaged with this post could very likely be my customers too. Oh, but this one is 1 month ago. So that's too stale. From this person, the most recent one is 1 week. Still kind of too stale in my opinion. So let's check out some more recent posts. For example, I found a post 3 days ago. This looks like a competitor. I'm gonna scrape the recent 10 posts for all the reactors and commenters into my list. If you already have a list, then you don't need this step. You can just use your existing lead list. After I imported all of these people, I want Claude to help me filter the list. Then I give this list to Claude, telling Claude to filter out the leads based on several criteria. First, I want to filter out the competitors who offer similar service as I am. I don't want to target them as my customer. Second are the non-decision makers who cannot make the buying decision. And third, I want to filter out the B2C businesses who generally don't need LinkedIn outreach service that I provide. And last but not least, rate the leads by buying intent from 10 to 1 so I can know who to prioritize when I'm doing the LinkedIn outreach. Let's send this to Claude. Claude has come back with a few lists. The competitors that they removed the entry-level people and B2C people, each of them have a buying intent together with the job title, position, company, industry, LinkedIn URL. Let's tell Claude to only keep the people whose buying intent are above or equal to 8. And also give another column of reasoning why this person has this intent score, and give me the output as a CSV file. Since I already have a Claude connector for LinkedIn outreach, let's check out the leads. This time we have a new column called score reasoning. For the buying intent being 10, we have founder, outbound focusing profile, and this person engaged via comment, which is a stronger signal than a like. I'm gonna put this 123 people into a LinkedIn campaign so we can automatically send a connection request and then follow up with them. All of this can be done directly through Claude with MCP. Just to give you a better idea of what the process looks like, I'm just going to use the UI. If you just call Claude and give it a prompt, it's essentially the same thing. So let's create a new outreach campaign, high intent leads. Our goal is to book a meeting. So I can use my Calendly link, something that we send to them through the chat. And from here, we want to connect them with a note, and we want to send out the first message, and we want to automatically follow up with them. But each message should go out with my approval. So let's send the message maybe 9:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Every day send 25 connections. And if they don't accept my connection request after 14 days, we'll just automatically withdraw that. Use my LinkedIn account to do that. I'm gonna add a prospect by uploading that CSV file. So that's this file. 122 prospect, upload it. Since I'm offering lead generation service, what I wanted to send as the connection message is something like this. Hi, first name, pulled a list from people who recently engaged with the competitors on LinkedIn. Filter down to ones matching your ICP. Want me to send it over? And we can make this campaign active so it will start connecting with those people. Okay, now this is day 2. Since yesterday we set 20 invitations on a daily basis. Now let's check out of those 20 invitations sent, how many of them actually connected with us and how many of them responded. Within 12 hours, people are already replying to me. So this person says, yes, thanks. This person says, definitely appreciate it. And this person says, sounds interesting. Send it over. So there are around 10 people connected with me, 3 replied with appreciation. In terms of the connection rate and reply rate, this is pretty good. And for the next step, we'll quickly generate some value drop and send it over. For example, let's check out this person. He's from Germany. He is a founder and CEO of a company. I don't even know the language, but that doesn't matter. I just need to know their landing page, and that's the only thing that I need. So in the promise, I said I put a list of people who engage with their competitors on LinkedIn and filter it down. That's basically the 3 things that we need for that skill. First, identify who's their competitor. Second, identify who engaged with their competitor recently. And third, filter down the leads and remove the ones that are not relevant. We can build all of that 3-step into a skill, and I'll put that in another video. You can check it out on the link above. And now since we already have built a skill like this, we can just call it directly. Okay, so all I do was give in the landing page URL to the Claude, and Claude generate me 2 things. One is the PDF report analyzing the client's offer and their ideal customer profile. Who should we target and who should we exclude in the lead list? And second thing is a qualified lead, so around 50 people. All of the deliverables here are generated within 10 minutes. So now I can go ahead and send them through LinkedIn. By the way, when I'm checking out, I noticed there's more people responded. Yes, please, curious about that. This person said, no need, I already built that. This is good. Now you know that you don't need to waste time for the leads that will never convert. Oh, by the way, this is a team member's LinkedIn account, not really me, if you notice that. Here you go, joy. 1 PDF, 1 Excel file for leads, and I'm gonna send it over. If you're curious, I will share the progress in the comment.